Yes, it was designed to make sure that multimillionaires paid their fair share of taxes. It was never designed for hardworking middle-class families in municipalities like Westfield. But increasingly it hits hardworking middle-class families, particularly where there are two incomes, particularly in a suburban municipality like Westfield. It's not been indexed for inflation. And in New Jersey is one of those states very hard hit by the alternative minimum tax, and that's for a number of complicated reasons, including the deductibility of property taxes, and so it's a complicated system. But in this congressional district, Hunterdon County is #1 in the nation in percentage of tax filers who pay the alternative minimum tax. Somerset County is #3 in the nation, and I would imagine Westfield has an even greater percentage than Hunterdon County in its totality or Somerset County in its totality. I would imagine Westfield, as a matter of a municipal burden, is really at the top in the nation, probably in the top 25 municipalities in the entire nation. That would be true of neighboring Summit as well. And so certainly we have to address that in a way that helps hardworking middle-class families in municipalities like Westfield.
And is that being discussed now? Is it just
oh yes, it's being discussed, absolutely.
Oh,
yes.
Very good. Well, Congressman, are there any other issues other than the economic stimulus package that you'd like to talk about?
Yes, we passed a resolution very early regarding our belief that Israel has a fundamental right to exist in peace and freedom. There was the recent controversy regarding Gaza. I'm firmly of the belief that Israel has the right to defend itself. Just imagine if rockets were being shot into the United States from either Canada or Mexico, and thank goodness we have excellent relationships with both of those countries, but the American people would demand that we protect ourselves, and I think that's the situation. I'm pleased that there's been a ceasefire. Ultimately, there should be a two-state solution, but that has to occur only when the Palestinians recognize that Israel has a fundamental right to exist in peace and in security, and I believe Hamas and Hezbollah are terrorist organizations. Other issues of importance internationally include our relationship with Iran. I think the negotiation should be at the level of our Secretary of State and the Foreign Minister, and not at the level of the President of the United States and the President of Iran. I think that would give the President of Iran too much credence on the world stage, and so I think that those negotiations should be at the level of Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and the Foreign Minister of Iran. And obviously there are issues that will confront us regarding the environment, a very important issue. I voted recently for S-chip legislation that will help ensure children with health care, and health care in its totality will be an issue that will come before the American Congress this year, I believe.
Well, if you would, just tell us a little bit about your background, I mean your interests, I should say. I know you've been involved in a lot of things besides politics in New Jersey, big supporter of the arts, and so just tell us a little bit more about Leatherlands.
I'm a baseball fan, probably more than football. I think my wife's family is more football. I'm a fan of the Yankees. We have a dog at our house, a 104-pound yellow lab. His name is Fritz. We consider him our second child, in effect. I try to be a supporter of the arts. I have had the privilege of serving on the board of the Newark Museum, of McCarter Theater at Princeton, the New Jersey Humanities Council. I'm interested in higher education. I served on the board of a college here in New Jersey, Centenary College in Hackettstown. I'm also interested deeply in American history. And this is an exciting year in American history because this is the 200th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln. He was born in 1809, and there will be significant commemorative events, including a magnificent exhibit at the Library of Congress, beginning in February at the time of Lincoln's birthday, February 12th, and I hope as many constituents as possible are able to visit that. And incidentally, Barack Obama is the first Illinoisan to become president since Abraham Lincoln, and So I view that in its historic context.
Amazing. And of course, you're a member of the 111th Congress.
I am a member of the 111th Congress, yes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I want to thank you very much for joining us on,
Thank you, Mayor.
in Westfield on
Thank you.
TV 36.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad you have an office here. If anyone wants to come and visit the Congressman's office, it's at 425 Northeast Avenue, and we'll get your website up on TV 36 and a phone number. So if you have any issues to discuss with the Congressman or his office, you can get in touch with him. It's fantastic that he's right here in Westfield, New Jersey. I want to thank the Congressman again for being on TV 36, for being in Westfield, and thank you for watching Hometown.